queen comes in, kills your queen, and now their queen starts breeding with your friends, your drones, and then, but the queen's genes are more dominant than a European honeybee, so pretty much if you're European and you get mated by an Africanized honeybee, you're becoming an Africanized honeybee. So that's pretty much it. A lot Africanized honeybees replaces European honeybees because their genes are the dominant genes. And lastly, plant pollen. Africanized honeybees take a lot of pollen. They are really efficient at pollinating plants. But there's a lot of problems with that. And this, well, first we'll get there later. But right now, they forage early in the morning. Like these bees get up in the morning, pollinate those plants, and then the other later bees who decide to come out and like the mid morning, mid afternoon, well not mid afternoon, like early afternoon, they come out and pollinate, and there's no pollen on these plants. They pretty much fall out of the meta. So yeah, it's not good. And what they studied showed that some plant families were actually lost, like the Anacardidaceae and the Euphorbiaceae. This is due to because the bees competing with each other. All those pollen get removed. That means no plants are like mating with each other because no pollination, not a lot of pollination, just the Africanized honeybee stealing all the pollen. So most of those plants fall out of the meadow as well. But that's all right because uncommon plant species become relevant because of a result because they never really got any time to shine because the big families took over. So there's that. And also, pollinator generalists, they also had a minor change because they're generalists. They can vary with any flower, while the specialists, they fell out. For example, the Perdita they fell out of the meta because they're not really good at, they're only good at pollinating poppies. And when there's no more poppies, there's no more Perdita. So in conclusion, the Africanized honeybee was a massive experiment gone wrong. They escaped quarantine, and this is what happens when you don't practice social distancing. You get out of quarantine, you start mating with everybody else, causing a zombie apocalypse of bees, and now they're slowly in America. They're moving upward. It's hard to control because they can swarm, they can kill you really fast, they can sting you a lot, and it's just the best, personally. And they also, yeah, for example, they leave a wave of destruction with a little few perks because they pollinate, they take a lot of plant pollen, they leave a good chunk of honey, but I'm not sure it's like a lot to say that it's better than a European honeybees. But all you get is just a bunch of aggressive traits, and that's not really a good thing. So, yeah. And these are my references. And if you guys have any questions, you can ask them in the discussion. And if not, you can like and subscribe and for more content like this. Now, see you guys.